Nerede kalmıştık? En son bizim defterimizi bulup defterimizle alakalı yani önceki yapmış olduğumuz vakaları çözmüştük, etmiştik. Aslında fena da bir dedektifte değildik.
Can I help you?
Ama şöyle bir sıkıntı var. Bizim kalacak yerimiz yok hala.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Ha, bir de bir çöp konteynerini falan karıştırmıştık.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. None of the trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats. Thank you anyway.
Yes. Absolutely out.
Absolutely in the question. First we find your body is ready, sire.
Can I help you?
Yes?
Şunu bir deneyelim ya.
Yes?
Çok yüksek olan istatistiklerde direkt bana şey yapmıyorum. Save load yaparaktan değil de hani save load yaparaktan yapıyorum. Diğer ki o küçük olan istatistiklere hiç denemiyorum bile.
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win.
Kimle bu konuları paylaşmak istiyorum ya.
I've considered it. It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely. I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
Ha, yani en iyisi senmişsin.
I am the finest of nothing. Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did...
Kalacak yer muhabbetini nasıl
Yes.
sağlıyoruz ya?
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Yarın ödeyeceğim.
As a police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at your evidence being money. You can't stay here without money. Good luck trying to use it. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
Yani bu şekilde bir yere varamayız.
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant.
Gidelim o zaman şu şeye bakalım.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers,
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport and...
transport enclosure. Regular people just call it. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity. A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
Ha. Yani jant kapaklarına el koydun.
I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
Yani yolsuzluk.
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back. No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Hem de çok abartılı.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
Teşekkür.
The lieutenant nods as you take.
Greetings on this fine. The pawn shop is always open.
Yes,
Başka bir şey
we'd
var.
like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud?
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being...
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
Can I help you? Yes. Well?
Tamam, direkt bana parayı veriyorum ya.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
İyi, şimdilik borcumuzu kapattık.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
Sigara içtiğini bilmiyordum kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Evet, evet, benim de bir sigara içesim geldi.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes. You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
Tamam, sence bugün nasıl geçti?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. The body is still hanging from that tree, which is unfortunate. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
Yani önce olay yeri inceleyip sonra cesetleri kaldırmayı tercih
It's not
ediyorum.
my job to evaluate your methodology, officer. I'm just going through the facts. As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Revachol'ün, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow.
White Pines'ı yeni öğrendik bu arada.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Bak bu daha havalı.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Aynen, yetkilerimizi anlat ya.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol. Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Peki başka?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Tutukluğun geleceğinden nasıl emin olabilirsin?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
Peki ya biri direnirse?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Öldürmeye bir de yetkimiz var. Ya öldürürsem?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Hiçbirini öldürdün mü ki?
Yes, the last time was 4 years ago.
He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
Ben birini öldürdüm.
That's an improbability, perhaps even impossibility.
Bence öldürmüşümdür.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
Hüküm giydirdiğimiz kişilere ne oluyor?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courant and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Peki ya tüm bu kuralları kim koyuyor?
The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the
Revachol
RCM.
halk diyelim.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, The Moralintern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
En merkezciler nedir?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
Eğer bilmeseydim onları nasıl tarif ederdim?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
Neye inanıyorlar?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
Sembolleri ne?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
İlginç bir şey ya. Sevdim ama ben bu birliği.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory.
Tamam, Dolores Day kim?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Ha. Onlar hakkında sen ne düşünüyorsun?
The Moralintern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
En merkezciler hakkında bir düşüncem var.
Do you?
Burada durumlar hiç iyi değil. Bize Revachol'ün güvenliğini sağlama izni verdikleri için onlara ihtiyacımız var.
In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Aynen, kulağa hoş gelmiyor.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez, most of them at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Gerçekten ben de nefret ediyorum bu çocukta ya.
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
Jamrock ve Rebel...
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Umarım buraya iyi gelir.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Yani gece 1 oldu. Yatma vakti geldi bence Kim.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Dur, henüz değil. Şu aynaya bir bakacağım bir daha be.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the
Zihnimin
expression.
derinliklerine dalacağım.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
%83'te kaybetmemiz gereken bir şey değil o ya.
The bed is
Neyse.
cold. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Yatağın
And
bir
then
düşüncesi
sleep.
var.
And then sleep doesn't come.
Yok, uyumak istiyorum.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but maybe it's the bed's fault.
Yastığı kontrol
Its
ediyorum.
synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Yorganı
It barely
kontrol ediyorum.
covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Ay, vakayı düşünelim biz.
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
Tamam, uyu bakalım.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start
Rüyadayız galiba. Tamam, rüyaya geçmeden burada bırakalım. İzlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Bundan sonraki bölümlerde görüşmek üzere diyelim.